think we're good. Mic check. Cam check. All right, we're gonna jump straight into it. I know it's a little late, but I had a lot to do at the rehearsal today, so kind of I'm a little lost in terms of what to make right now. But we're gonna do Mr. Ing, what's going on, man? We're gonna I think I'm kind of done with the whole crossbow stuff, so I think we're gonna be building. We're gonna continue to build stuff outside the crossbow. I'm gonna see if I can actually play barrage, like spam barrage, no combo points, whatever sort of thing. Also kind of get a little deeper into the basic attack stuff, because right now the basic attack things like feel great. They may not necessarily be the strongest thing that we got, but you know, I don't feel weak playing it, and like it's just straight up fun. But can't play Rain of Arrows. Apparently, I didn't even see it in the notes or the thread or the PTR thread or whatever. That they knew that Rain of Arrows was not working properly, or it actually says it may not deal damage sometimes, or it might not deal damage sometimes. When in reality, it dealt like no damage ever when I tried it. Oh no, they will change it. They're not gonna sit there and do all that work on the item to not make adjustments to it. So there will be adjustments to it for sure. It just depends on I guess you know, how much time they want to spend kind of, you know, redoing it in a sense. But they absolutely will do it. I don't know what direction they will take it though. So I don't know. There's some other stuff there. That's really about it. Calibrate brightness. We're gonna go a little brighter because my monitor is not it's naturally not as bright. My OLED. Uh oh. Is it gonna crash? It might crash. I left feedback on Rain of Arrows Shroud and the Beast Corner all not working as good intended. What's going on with a Beast Cornered? I might not be filled in on that. What happened with a Beast Cornered? You like my stream setup? Thanks, man. This is it's kind of newish. Like the setup is newish. Because I normally don't have I haven't had an ultra wide in a long time, so with the ultra wide, I meant I had to do something creative with the black bars, so I just made it one big black bar on the bottom and put stuff underneath. It procs dark shroud. Oh yeah. Okay, I know about that one. That's an easy workaround with basic attack stuff, because you go through so much energy so quickly that like you just keep spamming like your shadow clone, and so therefore you get your dark shroud back like super fast anyway. But you're right though. I mean, it should be fixed. It definitely should be fixed. I guess haven't really had a problem with it because it's yeah. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, that sucks for some of the other builds for sure, especially if you're trying to do the crossbow stuff. So yeah. Yeah, if you run a maker, it's a problem. It's a huge problem. Yeah, I feel you. I get you. Okay, so I can actually get rid of this. All right, so we're gonna play barrage, but we're gonna do it without the orphan maker. So let's remove the orphan maker. Or can't really do. I can't do crown because crown doesn't work with it. We need all the broken stuff we can get with Rogue. I mean, honestly, I'd rather not have broken things. I'd rather just have strong stuff because broken things means it'll get fixed the following season. And then we have up and down stuff. I'd rather just have things that work intentionally that are strong versus having an outlier that the devs miss that they won't fix until the following season. Because then those just feel kind of bad at the end of the day. I gotta change out combination dagger too. So I need. All right, so Fist of Fate. Crown is the obvious choice here, but I can't. I kind of can't do Crown because it doesn't work with whatchamacallit. It doesn't work with the siphon, power siphon. And it's false death is granted +2 to all skip passive. Yeah, they know about that though. So, all right. So the only thing I can use right here is Fist of Fate. Can't really think of anything else. I mean, there is. I mean, technically, I could use Scout Hunter and go Precision, but that really wouldn't be worth. Okay. I guess there's common nameless. I freaking hate that I can't use Cal. Seriously, that's like so bad. I mean, Crown, not Cal, Crown. Because now I feel like I'm actually out of options now. It's the obvious option I can't do. So I actually have to hold on to Shroud, even though it's bugged in the positive way, but it's bugged. What to do between these two? Yeah, I don't know. I know Grasp of Shadow for sure. So we'll go Grasp of Shadow instead of Combination Dagger, but then I'm still missing a glove. I guess a regular legendary glove would be fine in the meantime. All right, so we can trade this for this. I mean, it really wouldn't. Would it be terrible if I do yeah, it would be terrible if I did combo points because because the because I need prep. So yeah, I guess the only other thing I could do is Cal the Nameless here on a glove. Yeah, I actually do have an okay one of. It's not ideal, but better than nothing. Yeah. All right. So we'll do Kyle Nameless. That's about a 50-ish. So 48, 47, 48% roughly. Percent buff. Yes. Smoke buff is going on. That's on season 10 so far. I actually haven't tried any of the other like stuff other than like Pit. So I have no opinion on like the Infernal Horrors or some of the other like Chaos Rifts and stuff like that. I do want to do some of that today. But in terms of like, I like the Chaos Uniques. I feel like it's kind of limited on Rogue. I feel like things like Scoundrel's Kiss, Ashir's Dagger, Shard of Arathio, like some of the other ones that kind of will make a bigger difference are not listed. But I think the concept is really cool though. I just think Rogue, it just feels like Rogue has the short end of the stick when it comes to that, just because of the kind of uniques that we have. Relative. And the fact that we're still pigeonholed by Shadow Clone, which feels bad. You know what I wish I can do? Here's what I wish I can do. If Shadow Clone wasn't as strong as it was, right? Like if Shadow Clone was just like kind of mediocre or whatever, I would, on my basic build, throw in Word of Hakan, because that would still give me a 60% multiplier because of the distance, the damage versus distance, right? That is a 60% multiplier. I'll throw in Word of Hakan. That drops the random barrel cooldown down to roughly like 10 to 12 seconds. I still run preparation, and I'll be able to like cast random barrels every like 3 seconds or so, every 2 seconds or every 3 seconds or whatever like that, as I'm spamming like my basic attack, my Heartseeker or whatever. Random arrow will provide knockdown, which will give me malice. Both instances of malice. It will also help out with the trick attacks. It will also give me all the imbuements. And it actually does kind of decent damage whenever it hits. So I have some AoE. I would love to sit there and have like that kind of utility with like Heartseeker. There was a time frame where I was able to do that in season 5 and season 6, and that was actually a lot of fun. But ever since Shadow Clone got, buffed and became a rogue, I haven't been able to do anything like that since. So I'm sad. But like when I think of Chaos Uniques, what up, Decoy? When I think of Chaos Uniques, that's kind of what I think of, where it changes like how a build can function versus just how much damage can I stack on a build that I already play, which is kind of what it is right now. Got your Maker pin shot build at 30 plus 34 and pin shot today, and took a lot of master working. Me and Matthias were talking a little bit. He's struggling to try to make pin shot like strong right now with the bow and with the new crossbow. And I honestly think that there's probably some multipliers that are just not working properly on the Chaos Uniques paired with some of the new powers and stuff. So, because on paper it feels like it should be a lot stronger than what we're seeing, and yeah. Okay, I guess I gotta do new whatchamacallit. No, actually, wait a minute. I should have some daggers, right? Do I have a pair of daggers already? Yeah. Alright. I might have to redo the affix though. Affix. Is that a sword? So that's only one dagger though. Where's the other dagger? I guess I only need one anyway. Rain. I guess they're both damage for Dark Shroud though, so I already have 71% chance for Barrage to cast twice, so I just need to roll it once somewhere else. And then I can just keep the other dagger as is. Just cause. I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna do a prog build or chest build tomorrow. Is the last epoch season starts tomorrow? I'm seeing a lot of my Twitch friends list. People like doing preps yesterday and today. I think it's cool for a gimmicky season for fun, or it's not practical for so it's short for me. Season 10 is gonna get boring quick. Rumor states that they might make Chaos Uniques like permanent in the future. Like I said, I like the idea of it. I haven't played any Infernal Horrors yet, so I don't have an opinion on that yet. Not yet. Let me see. Let me see if let me see if I break one of these items. Cause I can't roll. Which one was random rails? This one, right? How many tempers I got left on this? 4, 2. Oh man. Penetrating shot, of course. Alright, let's try this one. Not this one. This one. This one had Heartseeker on it. Okay, cool. We'll just roll that into. Okay, I have more shot. I have more chances here. Barrage. Okay, 20%. That puts me at 91. Should I risk it and try to see if I can get a higher roll? Let's try it. I'm about to brick it. Oh no, 23%. Okay, cool. We're closer. And then I guess I'll remaster work it. Yeah, we'll rematch. If I can get one hit on it, let me go. Yeah, tomorrow at noon. Yeah, after tomorrow at noon, I'll be at a dental appointment. One that I'm not looking forward to. Levo, what's going on? With new powers, all core abilities become stronger. Wouldn't rapid fire be cool? Not necessarily. No, rogues. No, not necessarily. You would think that all the core skills kind of, jump up or, go up quite a bit, but they don't. They don't. It feels like we're about as strong as we were last season, kind of ish. So like the needle just hasn't really moved for us yet. And rapid fire has a lot of problems. Like the ring is still bugged. And Shadow Clone does really weird and interesting things with rapid fire, which is also bugged. But I love rapid fire a lot. I've been kind of really sad that I haven't been able to play it because it's been so bad in the recent. When is the update out? Like, you mean like when does the new season start? September 26th. Still going to Rogue will come and launch, but yeah, not really much to the season for you at the moment. We'll see. Diablo Buggies. Say it ain't. So, what up, sir? How you been? Yeah, rapid fire has a lot of problems. So, and the problem is that I've actually like sent, like, like feedback on. It's just hasn't been realized yet. Maybe we'll see something in the expansion. I don't know. But I definitely have given feedback on it. Okay, cold clip. Retribution. Actually, I mean, Retribution is stronger than the barrier, though, so I guess that's also stronger than the barrier, too. And that's also good. Okay. All right, so I guess we got all of our aspects correct. Let's see what we got here. Cervex is fine. And I guess Ahu Cax. I'm going to try Ahu Cax, but I don't think I'll be able to do it with the spam setup, though, but we'll try it. We'll try it. Then skill tree, we need to. Actually, I don't think we need to. Yeah, let's refund it all. We'll just start from in the beginning. We need to go a bit more on the sturdy side. That I seen Flurry going to be really good this season if everything stays the same. Flurry, yeah, Flurry. Relative to what's going on right now, Flurry would be good, considering all things. If they fix the crossbow and the crossbow ends up being like actually like really good, then Flurry, relative to the new crossbow abilities and skills, won't feel as strong relative to the crossbow stuff. But right now it feels like that because the Orphan Maker is not well good at the moment. Because I mean, honestly, the basic attack builds are actually kind of close too. I guess people aren't running it right now, so you don't know. Let's do that. Battle clone, of course. I don't really need that many things. Aftermath. Go second win. Definitely need innovation. Close quarters combat. I have 5 points. I guess we could probably just throw it into that and then bunch on the Dark Shroud. Probably the best bet. Alright, and then we gotta do Paragon next. The Snake Eyes, the oxidation. Alright, things are alright. It's alright. I feel like the next, I don't know if I'm gonna be doing it all on stream or not, but I feel like the next few days are gonna have to be me peeling apart exactly why the map doesn't line up for the Orphan Maker's power, because something ain't right, and I don't know what it is specifically, but something's definitely not right. So that might be me literally being in the training room, peeling out, like literally going chaos unique by chaos unique, and then putting a couple of them together to see if they're interacting in the weird in a weird way that they aren't supposed to, etc., etc. So I'm not looking forward to doing that, but I feel like I kind of have to. I kind of what did that whatchamacallit I was already doing. So not looking forward to that. I'll say that much. So I'm trying to do all the fun stuff now, or whatever is left of anything fun right now. Yeah, I felt like it wasn't. He's never been great outside of Cal. Yeah, hopefully they'll do something for Rogue along with other classes. The build and reload CD timer sucks. It's too slow. I do think the penalty is a little too harsh. I like the idea though. I don't knock the idea of what they're trying to do, but it does feel a little harsh, a little too harsh. And of course, we don't have the indicator. We can't tell whether or not we're reloaded or not, which is literally my biggest gripe, to be honest. What do I got here? Fluidity? Okay. So it feels like I'm playing a precision build that I can't see my stacks with, which feels pretty bad. I wonder if I can get away without the armor here. So I have armor on the other. I think I'll have armor on the next board. Maybe. A witness, right? Might not be any armor or nodes. No, there isn't. Okay, so I might need to some more armor again. I don't care if it's perfect. I just need to get some stuff in here. There's fluidity. Try the basic hard stopper. Heart Seeker. Heart Seeker's actually good. It's actually pretty good. I'll put it that way. Yeah, Heart Seeker's pretty good. Right now, it's probably my favorite build of PTR currently is Heart Seeker. It just feels really good to play. I mean, it's not really much stronger than it was last season. I would say like maybe like 5 tiers stronger, maybe. But if they ever choose to throw in Shard of Varathiel as a chaos unique, which they might be able to, that will give Heartseeker another like 7 to 8 tiers total, with when you account for everything, which would be amazing actually. Are you able to push with it? You know I don't push. So all I do is how long does it take for me to do a 3 to 4 minute run, and then I just do the math from there, because literally it's just math. So from that point on, I look at how much HP per tier or whatever like that, and do the math and say this should be able to clear this. So, I mean, I was doing speed 85s, like 85s in about 2.5 minutes. I could probably do like 90s in about 3.5 minutes roughly. So you're looking at like push potential being 97, 98. So maybe a little higher than that, possibly when all things are fixed. But again, if they give a Shard of Varathiel, then you'll have Heartseeker and Invigorating Strike getting somewhere like 105 plus easy. Which is why I'm like advocating for it, because it's like that means it'll be able to match like the poison TBs and that kind of stuff. Poison TB, Death Trap, Rain of Arrows, those kind of things. All right, let's see. Headhunter, Fluidity, Control, Devious. Chip? Yeah, chip. Let's see what my armor looks like now. 540. Okay. So after I do all the buffs here, where am I at right now? Okay, we're good. We're good. We are good. All right, so now time to go to the training room. Make sure I didn't miss anything significant. I'd be surprised if this is stronger than the basic builds that I've done so far. Um, but we'll see. But the fun factor should kind of be there. Oof. That, oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta do prep. Yeah, there you go. I knew I was missing something. But I don't think I can run Cax though. It's looking like I can't run Cax. No, I can't. Yeah. Nope, can't do it. I don't I can't get my energy back. Alright, so actually I can't run anything past that point anyways. I guess I don't regen enough. And there's like a 2-second time window where I can't regen again. I guess it worked with the Orphan Maker because I was alternating between basic and poor skill. I can't do that with just spamming a poor skill. Nope, can't do that. Alright, so Cax is probably not the problem as much as the chaos power is. Alright. I guess what else can I put there, honestly? Okay, we got Celebrating Chaos. I guess really Erupting Chaos is really the only other thing I could think of. It should allow me to be able to put back Cax, which is 100%. Hopefully. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, okay, I was right. However, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I definitely do feel stronger with the basic attack build, but we'll take this into a something. It's like a power. Oh, what up, Matthias? It's like a power siphon. Yeah, it's definitely a power siphon issue. Which actually, now that I think about it, now that I can't use power siphon, I can actually go back and use Crown of Lucian. Because I can't use power siphon anyway. I'll give it to me straight. Are we hyped for season 10 or is it doom and gloom? Don't know yet because it's PTR. Lots of things change between PTR and live. And quite a few things are not working properly on PTR, which is, I guess, is not like surprising at all to anyone here. So I don't know. I will say that I'm not really that impressed on PTR. I have not tried any of the Infernal Horror stuff yet, so like any of the new content. I've just been doing build testing and bug testing and all that stuff. So the Chaos stuff is actually kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. I just think that rogues kind of have a pretty uneventful choices, I guess, for them. Alright, so I guess Crown of Lucian's back. No Cow. So I can't do Power Siphon. So the Chaos Unique is actually a really cool feature in general. The Chaos powers are definitely more straightforward, so it'll be easier for people to actually put together something without necessarily needing a build guide per se, because they're pretty straightforward. And I like the fact that they have drawbacks. Like it's like you get, you know, a chunk of power, but you also, you know, there's also like you know, a negative to it, which I personally kind of like. But again, it's powers, and I'm kind of bored of it, everything being powers all the freaking time. So, and the crossbow, I like the concept of hit and run. They need to execute it a lot better and give us an indicator and some other stuff. They need to figure out the quality of life for that crossbow. Otherwise, people are not gonna bother with it. Or rogue, period. Let's be honest. This is only an 80 as well. Oh snap, you know what I forgot? I knew I was forgetting stuff. I need a new dagger. I don't have any Shadow Clone dealing any double damage at all. That's a big oof. I don't think I have it on my basic build either. Now that I think about it, I forgot to put that there too. Big whoopsies. Bar power gets old. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Alright, so I can still run Cax with this. This can't do anything with Power Siphon. I will say, ironically enough, that this does fit. It feels better than this current season's Spam Barrage without Azarath. So I guess there's a plus. There's a plus there. But yeah. Really? Did I really miss that many whatchamacallits? Yeah, I lost so much time. Moz had a secret meeting with Blizzard. Just Moz. Mods. We're talking about the one with all the partners like about a month ago. The secret the meeting that we can't talk about or discuss. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. I was part of that meeting. Yeah, there's some really cool stuff in the works. It's just kind of getting to that point. It's like a T90 plus. But I also kind of forgot. I forgot to. Well, I need this. This is just bad. I forgot to do shadow clone double damage on one of the things. Actually, what I really need is a wind force with a GA on the barrage projectiles, so I can do shadow clone double damage twice on both daggers. That'd be the efficient way of doing it. Do I really want to do that right now? Do I really want to open up bags and do it like that? Because I mean, most of my damage is coming from shadow clone anyway, so it's like to not have no double damage is a big damage loss right now. So I don't know, maybe T95 ish or whatever with the with the proper stuff. I really don't feel like opening bags for reinforcers right now. I do not want to do that. Actually, if I was to crit twice, to at least twice on the barrage, what would that give me? Like 88%, somewhere, something like that. I know I wouldn't be able to triple crit. I'm not about to spend all that my entire stream trying to triple crit that. I don't want to do this, but I gotta do it for testing. God dang it. Hope it works out because I want this game just to see it and believe it can be really good. I mean, it has potential, but I think there's only but so many times you can tell someone that a game has potential before people just stop coming back to check it out. Like I will always be here regardless, just because, you know, well, multiple reasons. One, I have literal like contract work, like you know, involved in this game. Two, my audience is, you know, kind of comes from the Diablo community, so there's that for content creating. So I feel like, you know, there's always a reason for me to come back, right? But you know, for other people, you know, different story, right? It's like if you don't have specific ties to the game, is there any reason for you to come back and keep trying, you know, keep checking it out? You know what I mean? And eventually it will be like it took Diablo 3 a while. It took D2 a little bit before it became good, or before it became, you know, legendary as we know it today. But again, like I said, these like, how long do you want to stick around before you feel like it's worth your time? Ezekiel, what's going on? I think if the game gets in the same fantastic spot, then the word spreads with people. I think people will come back. Kind of, I mean, I guess at that point it depends on the person, right? I remember when I played Wolcen. When I tried Wolcen, I was really upset with Wolcen because I really liked the game, in beta, and then but it was just really bad when it launched, and it took them a good like year and some change before like they actually did something decent with it. But by that time, I was already over it. I was not coming back. Like I tried like a couple of patches into, like a couple of big patches to see like what they were gonna do, and for me it just wasn't enough. I was like, yeah. And I'm sure they actually did make some good positive changes, but I was already too far gone at that point to care. Even though I really liked the game a lot. +1 malice though. Come on, I can't go from 6 malice to 1 malice, or I guess 2 or 3 malice or whatever. Can I? Oh, there's another double. We got. I had the same experience with Wilson the first. Yeah, it was, but like beta was fun. I redid the campaign like a lot, like just because it was just that much fun to play. So I was super stoked about Wilson, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just like not pick up anything unless I see is like double GA for bows. Any double GAs on the bows? No. I think the first thing that drops is a wind force. Okay. Achievement camera chance when it did. Yo, but I mean, but did you play Wilson before it launched though? Like, have you played it like in like through like the beta phases? Because it was actually a good game before it launched. Gloves armor. Equipment. No, no! Pick that back up. That back up. Like I can't see it. It's like lost. This whole thing. Oh well. I'll be careful more with me hovering over now. Okay. And no double GA. Double GA. Okay. What is that though? Fully. The first item, the first item that drops is a wind force. It looks like on the ground. So if I see that, oh wait, no, that's not it. That's a different weapon. Hunter. Stage. All right, let's see. That's not it. This is it though, right? That's the single GA. Not it. Oh, darn. Oh, we go again. Make sure you spend that 4 GA and trade when you get it, like everyone else gets. Yo, people get so happy about it too, man. It's like, it's unique. Nerd class. Nerd class. Nerd class. Eric. 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 Well, try to do a full bag. Here, this class unique. That, grab that. Also, some more class uniques. Drop, class unique. Eric. 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 Alright, let's go to a different town. Not Terragar. She's right out there too. For the backwater. They probably don't get to see any people. And they blame the players for not liking the game, obviously. Oh, they said hit the same level, so that's fall way short of the standard. Oh, you mean with the like Diablo? I feel like people should stop trying to make Diablo likes, or at least call them like, you know, I dislike like my business email for like when some sponsorships would like, you know, show up or whatever like that, and they'll, you know, want streamers or whatever to play their game or promote the game or whatnot, even like the smaller streamers. And like usually it's like, you know, more like some of your indie action RPG stuff, right? Which I'm pretty sure like, you know, they're, you know, maybe doing a good job or whatnot, but it's like they start off by saying, hey, you know, you should totally check out this like Diablo like. right? It's like a mix between Diablo, this and this and that, and like as soon as I hear that, I'm just like, okay. Because it's kind of like I know it's just an idea of getting people. It's almost like a buzzword. It's like, yo, if we can kind of make it like a Diablo like, people will kind of want to play it. People will kind of be interested, right? Because it's like Diablo, right? And Diablo's a fun game, right? Or Diablo's a good series of games, right? Right. But I feel like people try so hard to make it a Diablo like and just make it a just make a game you find fun. Not be so concerned about making it like something else. Because the moment that you try to do that, you're already comparing your game to another game. And then your game is going to get comparisons, and if it falls short, then it's kind of like, oh, this is nothing like a Diablo like. This is way worse than like if you're your typical like Diablo like. Yeah, man, it's like I get what they're trying to do, but it really plays against them in the long term. It actually ends up hurting, not helping them, especially when you don't have the budget of Diablo games, right? Or previous Diablo games. You don't have the budget to sit there and be competitive, to sit there and say it's like a Diablo like. You know what I mean? Like you ain't got the budget like that, man. Don't hit yourself, or don't like don't hurt yourself. Another +1 malice. I think this might be the best I'm gonna be able to do, but I'm gonna empty out all of my bags just in case. The mouse is so important because literally it's like the reason you take the bow, the bow, because it's all about the knockdown, which is a massive bonus to the malice, or for malice. So it's like with a low roll on malice, it's a shit ton of damage you lose. Like I'd rather lose the core skills, the barrage skills versus the malice. The malice is not negotiable. I keep getting the GA on the barrage and not the malice. That's all in one GA. I'll start picking up one GA, see if anything good happens. I'm gonna have to like masterwork the malice part. I hope I like at least double crit on the malice just to kind of catch up. I'm gonna be able to use this bow. Hi. Oh, double. Yeah. Actually, that's actually not bad. Well, that's not. Yeah, that's actually not too. I mean, it is one more malice, but that does make a difference. One more malice for one less barrage. I will actually take it, honestly. Probably the best I got. No, you tried. You tried, Bo. You tried. Yeah, it's gonna have to be this one. over these. Yeah. All right. Nah, I need 2 new daggers. It's more like fame by association, more or less. Name dropping. Yep, pretty much. The oboe sounds is like satisfying, oddly satisfying.
The winds truly favor you, friend.
Dagger. Guess I can do the health. I guess I don't mind.
Fine quality. Well done.
All my oboes got eaten up by the server. Just realized it. Yeah.
Fight hard.
Yeah, I gotta get my bags back. Then go to a different town. Dancing not looking good or no? I don't know. I haven't seen anyone try it, to be honest with you.
I wish Fajira could see this place. I do miss her.
Did I find anything out? I haven't seen any responses yet still. My assumption is that the people who do work on like D3 stuff is also working on D4 things right now, and because of the PTR is out. I'm gonna try to gather as much feedback as I possibly can. They're probably not paying much attention to that. Well, not much attention to like the D3 side of things right now. Am I playing Last Epoch tomorrow? I have a dentist appointment, literally at launch of Last Epoch. I know, and I can't really push it away because of my school schedule. So it's like, because school starts next week, and with all the band rehearsals that has happened throughout the summertime and this week and starting next week, I can't push it away. So that sucks, but I wasn't gonna have time to play anyway. To be completely honest. So
There's a bit of magic in that one. Until next time.
got one on PoE2 launch day. when is you said launch day or like their season 3?
Father, bring you
Still though, like, I mean that sucks.
full bad luck. Try again.
Father bless. What do you need?
Yeah. I might not need this many daggers, but I just want to be on the safe side.
Very nice. But could be better.
Yeah, that's enough. That should be enough. Alright, so now we gotta roll. Clone double damage, which is very, very important. I don't know how I missed that. It's always like you're putting together something. It's like, oh, I got it. Everything's good, or whatever, and you're always missing something, but you don't know what it is until like after you're like in the things. Then you're wondering, wait a minute. Dash. Ace of knives. Ace of knives. Flurry. Flurry. Shadow clone. There we go. Am I gonna get the damage for Dark Shroud? Oof. Okay, that was close. Alright, that's one. Alright, let's do it again. Why is Shadow Clone part of Agile Augments to begin with? I never understood that. Why is it in that category? Some of the Druid builds are ridiculous in the PTR. You mean like all the bug ones, all the bug stuff? All the stuff that's not gonna make it out of PTR. Infinite damage druid stuff. There's always one class or one couple of builds or one class that legit literally just destroys PTR. Some bugs, some interaction, and then we just laugh. You found any broken combos yet? Not on Rogue. First class is broken, Druid. And Spiritborn? Spiritborn was supposed to crash servers. I don't know what happened to that because the servers actually have been running probably the best I've seen since PTR's ever like launched. So I'm gonna have to talk to my Max Road Spiritborn players and being like, bro, what happened? Why y'all slacking so much? I said y'all were gonna be ruining servers. What happened? Debated. Wasn't the same as last PTR. I mean, at this point, I think people are doing their math and abilities more enthusiastic than other classes. Not necessarily. There are some really spreadsheet players on every class, really. I mean, hell, like on Rogue, I mean, we got freaking Ava. Like, it doesn't get too much better than that when it comes to math. So, and we haven't found anything broken for Rogue in that sense. Hope it wouldn't make it because there's always something slipping through the cracks. Well, yeah, I mean, and that's the thing about PTRs, right? I mean, basically the PTR build is an older build, so therefore it can we can have a PTR up. So there's gonna be bugs and broken things and all those kind of stuffs. I do feel like sometimes it does makes it when the broken things makes it difficult to be able to test stuff, like things just don't work properly, so you can't actually test the thing. That's when it's unfortunate. Like for instance, like Rain of Arrows just doesn't work, so I can't even test it. Like so, it's like that kind of broken is not good because I can't even test it to give you feedback. Or if something is doing infinite damage, that's also not like that kind of broken isn't helpful. Did I do it at PTR so far? I actually haven't done as much in terms of like stuff on the PTR, to be honest. Yeah, this actually did well. This is a good build. Yeah, I haven't done any content yet. Literally, it's just been builds and pit. So I haven't done any of the other stuff. So I don't really have an opinion of the PTR yet, other than the little bit of things I've done. I've done a lot, but in one area, if that makes sense. Okay, where's Cax? Go. All right, let's throw the. All right, so I should notice a pretty significant difference here. Now that I actually got the shadow clone double damage, because I didn't have any before. Can't believe I spent that much like this much time literally to do this too. Let's see, we got Barrage and Ultimate. How am I doing on PTR? Making dough, what's going on, man? It's been alright. Been alright. Feel like I'm kind of limited in what I can actually test on Rogue. Crossbow needs a lot of TLC. And I'm not quite sure what direction or route they are going to go with it. Meaning that it's going to be very difficult to predict how it's going to function on live based off of how based on the functions of it in PTR. I put it that way. So that's kind of nervous and like scary, because I have a couple of builds that will have to be based off that crossbow. So a little nerve-wracking, but it is what it is. Okay. All right, cool. So we got the shadow clone double damage. We got the new bow. Go back to Saragar. We'll pop a 80 again. See how I feel. Are you on my friends list making them? If not, I'm gonna need your battle tag. There's a lot of barrier. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know if do I need just to open the 85 and that's it? Because I'm not gonna be able to carry you with this build through 85. Just want to put that out there. I don't really do a lot of group play, so I don't really know how that works. So just open it. Okay. Alright, I do that after this. Okay, I guess now the clone is feeling like it's doing something. Earlier on, man, I felt like it wasn't doing anything. That's why I really hate my damage kind of being around the clone. You have no idea what it's gonna do and where. Oh, come on. Come on. J-Mac, what's up, man? Fire giving C or D tier. Tiers are based off of what the other classes are also doing relative, so that's why I hate giving any sort of like letter tiers for any like rogue stuff until I know or have seen what other classes are actually doing. Because it might mean like, oh, you know, rapid fire. Let's say, for instance, like let's say rapid fire is doing like a 90 something, right? And we're like, oh, that's, or like maybe the tops at like maybe 80 or something. Like hypothetically, let's just get hypothetical. That might sound like trash, but then what if the other classes can't even do a 70? Now rapid fire looks great by, you know, by comparison. Now it's like, oh, rapid fire is not D tier or C tier. Technically, it's, you know, B or A because the other classes are doing terrible. You know what I mean? It's like all relative. And we won't ever really know what classes are really doing until the final patch notes are out. As PTR is usually a pretty big mess in general. Yeah, it really just depends on what my clone does. That's the thing. Having the double damage now, a shadow clone do double damage, lets me know. Definitely makes me feel when the clone is actually doing its job and when it's not. It's so annoying. I really want to get away from this clone meta. All right, I'm about to add you. All right. Sent. To be honest, I think if a build can comfortably do all content, it's all right. In my opinion, I just hate doing pit for glyphs. I mean, well, yeah, true. I mean, very, 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 very true. But I think because pit is the only thing that actually scales, then it's like that's the metric that you play off of. I was kind of hoping Inferno Horrors would. I haven't played Inferno Horrors yet, but you know, part of me was hoping that it would kind of have some sort of scaling, maybe not like to like what Pits does, but enough of a scaling to give us a new metric to test builds in a sense. I'm offline. Is that what it says? Oh yeah, it does say I'm offline. There you go. I do that sometimes. Like if I'm not streaming and I'm trying to literally just test something, there are times where I'm trying not to be bothered because like if it's answering questions, that's one thing. But if I gotta like do quite a bit of things, then I'm just like, I'm trying to test this one thing real quick before I go to work. All right, there we go. Guys, how much he's playing? You know what? You're not wrong. I was. Is that all I gotta do? making them. Is that it? Hopefully the other rogue builds don't need shadow clone. Every rogue build will need shadow clone unless you're playing the ultimate build. That's the problem. That's the part that I can't stand. Even the new crossbow or like that, same thing. The reason why we're not using clone on the new crossbow thing is because the clone doesn't get the reload tag. That's it. So we can't even do it properly. Right. So only Death Trap and Rain of Arrows will be the only two builds that will not have clone. Maybe Poison TI, or sorry, Poison TB may not have clone either. But maybe. I haven't done any TB stuff, but clone should get reload in your opinion. I don't want that, to be honest with you. I want builds that don't rely on clone. Because I would hate to unload my shot after reload and my clone just completely just missed the target. Which you know it will happen often. It's different if it's like spamming a bit. At least your clone hits sometimes. But like if the second reload that you do and then you shoot and your clone is literally shooting at a wall, it's like that sucks. Okay. What else I want to do? Oh yeah, I'm gonna try something a little different.
How may I help you?
Let's. Actually, no. Let's take branching volleys. I really don't like this aspect. I feel like it's a damage loss overall, especially on a single target. But I'm gonna do it just to say I tested it. With the 80, because 80 already feels like it's about a 3-minute run. No witness is the problem. Not really, no. No witness is not a big enough damage buff to be the problem. You can remove no witness and we will still be in the same boat, the same issues. Although no witness is a pretty large multiplier, don't get me wrong, but like no witness is like responsible for what? Like it's like 2.5 pit tiers, if that. Yeah. About two, a little over 2 pit tiers. Which is not. Heartseeker Rapid Fire any better this season? Not Rapid Fire. Heartseeker is a little better this in the PTR. It's definitely more fun to play in the PTR for Heartseeker for sure. Right now, Heartseeker is probably my favorite build to play on PTR. Out of everything I played so far. Remember about the lag? Oh yeah. I gotta leave the game. I gotta leave the game. Oops. The lack of multipliers to take away from the force meta from no witness. Yeah, but I think what I'm saying is that like yeah, we are stuck using no witness most of the time, but no witness isn't the fundamental problem though. Like no witness isn't carrying rogues, if that makes sense. It's just It's just the legendary board or a legendary node that we use because it's one of the best ones we have that can be universal because we're using clone all the time. Or, you know, Random Arrows or Death Trap, right? So it's universal on all builds basically. But no witness isn't the problem. Like if you remove it, nothing changes. Right? Like the meta doesn't change at all if you remove that board, that node. Like Shadow Clone will still be a problem. Those kind of things. If currently forced you to take an ultimate. See, so the thing about it is that I think taking an ultimate isn't a problem. I think if an ultimate is being used as utility, that's not an issue. Like, let's say you want to play like Twisting Blades, right? Let's say you want to play Twisting Blades, and then you want to actually no. Let's use a different example. Let's say you want to play Invigorating Strike Rogue, right? Right, and Invigorating Strike does really well when things are pulled together. Well, maybe you can just plop in Depth Trap for the pull, not for the damage, right? So you use it as utility, then rather than like spamming it, and that's okay, right? Like it's okay that can be used as utility for a different purpose other than like a, you know, spam. Like I would love to use Random Arrows with Heartseeker, and honestly, with the Chaos Uniques, it's very possible. Like you can literally just, you know, plop in Word of Hakan as one of the Chaos Uniques, right? And then, you know, be able to use Random Arrows every like 2.5, 3 seconds or whatever for the utility buffs, the knockdown, the multiple imbuements. Works really well with proccing Pain Gorgers. It does so much for Heartseeker, but you can't do that because Clone is just way too busted. But you'll still use preparation. Well, you can't use combo points with basic attacks. So like, I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want from that. I don't think the problem is no witness. I think the problem is the other specializations don't necessarily have much use. Because I'll put it this way, if the crossbow is good, or I'll put it this way, if the crossbow becomes meta, then you're not using no witness this season, even with Shadow Clone, which goes to show you that no witness is not the crutch. GYD, what's going on? Azarath Barrage, no. Azarath is dead after this season, after the current season. Azarath is dead in season 10. On my rapid fire from season 1 back. So do I, actually. Or even season 3, really. I played rapid fire season 3, and it was also a lot of fun. This time, damage is coming from the core skill. It's coming from the clone, which is technically still a core skill, yes. But yeah, Azarath is gone. Azarath does not exist anymore. But yeah, UBDAT. I think the bigger case for what you're saying, UBDAT, is the specializations are problematic. Because again, if you use combo points, you won't be using no witness, in more cases than not. So if combo points is good, you won't be slotting no witness. And Inner Sight is just bad, period. So that's a, you know, Blizzard problem. If Inner Sight was good, kind of sort of similar situation. You may not have room to really fit in no witness because you may not be able to get enough cooldown reduction to make no witness worth it. So I went the wrong way. Yeah, so even with the Shadow Clone double damage, I think Matthias is right. You're looking at about like a 90-ish. 90. Because like Pin Shot is probably in the same boat, and Rapid Fire. Rapid Fire just needs some help, man. It needs some bug fixes, and well, mainly some bug fixes first, and then some real help. What passive and bow am I using? When you say passive, are you talking about key passive? Because I mean, there's a lot of passives in the skill tree. Key passive. This is close quarters combat. Bow is Wind Force, because Wind Force is actually good, and I can't Chaos Unique it, so gotta wear it. Actually, I do think Barrage would. If they were to Chaos Unique, if Wind Force could be a Chaos Unique, it would be kind of nice. Honestly, I think, yeah. It'll give Barrage like another. Was that? Appreciate the sub. Win J, what's going on? Thank you, sir. I give Barrage like another like 3 or 4 tiers of damage roughly. Spam Barrage, that is. Sure, yeah, what's going on? But I feel you be that though. Like I don't disagree with the fact that, you know, there are some Paragon boards that are vastly overused. And I would love some variety too as well. So I get the basis of what you're saying. I don't think the reason why the ultimates are as good is because of No Witness, but I do think that we could use a shake up in boards, but the root cause is just the specializations being bad. If the other specializations were more useful, we will have less of a reason or cannot fit No Witness. I'll put it that way. Is precision passive no longer viable either? Well, you can't do, you don't want to do precision with the spam setup. Precision only really works well with combo points. And right now, with the new crossbow, you're supposed to do combo points, and so therefore you do want to do precision there. But there are quite a few issues with the new crossbow. I think the concept is cool. I think the execution needs work. Panda, what's up, man? All right, so that's Barrage. I could slap Pin Shot. It'll kind of do the same thing, roughly, because you'll use most of the same stuff anyway. Rapid Fire, kind of a similar thing. Spam 1-to-1 builds get rolled real fast, like my Random very clear, but it's not fun and interactive enough. I suppose more freedom and diversity, but builds can only help the game overall, in my opinion. Which is why I like the idea of the new crossbow, because it's different, because it's a different playstyle. It's a hit and run playstyle, and I like it. I like that part of it. It's just the quality of life is bad, and it also needs to do more. And also, well, the quality of life is just terrible. Can't see the reload mechanic, so you don't know what you're shooting and when you're unloading on what skill, which is bad for damage. So like, there's just a lot of problems with the quality of life of. But the concept, I'm fine with. But I agree with you. I think more play styles or different play styles, different ways to play is kind of what I'm looking. It's kind of what I'm hoping for. Cause right, cause in general, lots of things feel very samey. Literally hold down a button, hope things die. Usually the name of the game.
Fashion this into something exquisite.
I think this is not. Is this the right dagger? Isn't this supposed to be a sword? Oh, because I did do close quarter combat once. I just realized I don't have double damage at all for my basic attack build either. What have I been doing in my life? 91.4% for the RC. What's the other? I guess I can master word this to get the thing. So we'll throw in this here. I think that. How's Sorkland though, Panda? Hope they keep Chaos Armor beyond season 10. I do too. I see Barrage Pin Shot B tier. Again, I typically stay away from giving like predictions and tiers because I don't know what other classes are doing, and then also what the changes are gonna be when it comes to live, because from PTR to live is a practically a different game today. But Headshot and Barrage, I mean, it will all depend on whether or not the Orphan Maker is actually is good. The Orphan Maker sucks and we're forced to play Headshot, Barrage, and Rapid Fire without it, then yeah, it's gonna be rough. Sort of life is low. We are cornered beasts. I think everybody's cornered beast, man. I don't see a single class or a single build or anything that doesn't have these two, at least. Mardgar and a beast cornered, like, because I mean, as long as you can get barrier, this is sort of free. So you take these two for every single build, and then you have 2 slots left. What's the best thing to do with Mythic you don't need? Salvage. Maker isn't squared in a positive way. Come launch, I'll probably run basic Heartseeker. Heartseeker's fun. Heartseeker has been fun. I've been enjoying Heartseeker. Okay, let's I wonder if I should run Fist of Fate instead of Air Perdition. Fist of Fate should be more damage, actually. Technically. Or it should be, I mean, kind of close. I mean, Fist of Fate is what, like 60% damage, basically? It was 50, but it's like 60% overall, right? I'm hoping they cap it at 50% so you don't have to try to go 10% and avoid healing. Yeah, I'm totally not playing that way. Like, I'm not thinking about it in that sense. But I'm pretty sure I do get a little lower, but yeah. I don't know if they're gonna really do much of a. I won't say I don't know if they'll do much of a change on that, but I guess you are. I mean, I see your point, Panda. It'll be kind of awful if that's the name of the game is literally like running around with like 10% life. Like that becomes the way to play for everyone. The immortal sword stuff, yeah. Okay, so I can't run cold clip. I forgot I can't run cold clip, so we're gonna do there we go. See this seat. And then Behemoth, I guess. Alright, let's check my Paragon board, make sure nothing wonky happened on Twitch. Got Annie, yeah. Oh, Devious, Headhunter. Fluidity. Sure. Actually, no, never mind, never mind. I thought about something. It's like, no, it's not gonna work. I need points there though. How do I get points there though? I can't sacrifice anything. No, I was gonna try to get my way to. I can go advantage, but I can't. I can't legit sacrifice anything in this. All right, it's gonna have some fun. With that being said, I don't know what else to really test in the PTR in terms of like actual builds. I mean, Renovails is broken. Can't even play it. Oh no, I'm gonna keep playing for a little bit. I don't mean to be a downer, so don't take it that way. But every season mechanic feels the same thing with different names and visually change. Oh no, that's not being a downer at all. That's actually being quite. I mean, that's just facts. I've said way worse, Jigsaw, about the seasonal powers. I still call the Haragic powers the boss powers because it just all feels the same to me. But honestly, I mean, it's really about the chaos uniques though. I think that's kind of the big talk. All right, let's go. I think everything I'm supposed to. I guess we can go ahead and pick up all resist. Oh, really? It took that long to kill that fat? I feel like I'm missing something. Is it my runes or? They're surviving longer than I remember them for the 85s. Oh yeah, I am. Something very big actually. Yep. Missing my wolves. there we go. Also, I think yeah, that was a big thing. Just don't have Fist of Fate on right now either. There must be a damage reduction mob somewhere. Yep. On the backside. Way back there, actually. Really? Another damage reduction. I wonder if like killing along the way will actually help, because I don't really have like crazy movement to go from elite to elite. Also, using the actually, nah, I can't do the other thing. There we go. Hey, Bishop, what's going on? Damage reduction mod. It's such a tight space. What happened? Oh, the dead end. Also another dead end. This is such a bad map for this. Is it worth this 5 second for Forcer Arrow? No, not really. The Forcer Arrow thing, honestly, by design, was meant to work with the Orphan Maker, basically, with the with that mechanic. And even then, I still don't think it's worth it. But yeah. I mean, I guess you could. So I guess the thing is like on single target, it would be awful. Like for group, the whole execution thing is actually quite good. Like for packs or whatever. A single target, it would suffer a lot. As well as energy, consumption would be like kind of hard to maintain. If you want to go for the 50% damage thing from the immobilized thing, you can, but you're still only hitting one target at a time. I mean, I could try it. But I also have to get closer to get the knockback or whatever. And I kind of lose the 30% damage from Deadeye. So there is some consensus. I mean, there's no reason to not try it, I guess. I have to kind of be clever with how I get the buff, and then I don't think we have to change anything as you just go through. Actually, no way, I do. Because, yeah, I forgot about that. I got Heart Seeker here, Heart Seeker here, or Heart Seeker here. I had to do Force for Arrow, Bow. Alright, so we will test it, but we'll do it later. I'm gonna finish doing the thing I'm doing here, but I will get to it. Electro One, what's going on? Also, Pee Wee, what's happening? How's PTR? PTR's PTRing. That's all I really can say. It's not awful, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. Nothing new. I mean, no, there are new things. It's just a matter. I mean, I actually haven't done any of the Infernal Horror stuff, so I can't really give a full synopsis of the whole PTR. Like when the boss changes, some of the chaos things throughout the like world or whatever. All I've done is like pit and stuff, so I don't really have a great opinion. I don't have a good overall opinion. But I will say the chaos uniques are actually kind of neat. The wrong way. What's the F for? Oh, the stream is stuttering, is it? It's not showing any drop frames for me at all. But why is it stuttering? That's weird. I'll check it out after this run. Say maybe it's Twitch. All right, I'll take a look at it. How long has it been struggling like that? I saw J-Matt type F like about 5 minutes ago, so I'm just trying to. I wonder how long this has been going on. Yeah, at least like on my end, it doesn't look like there's any issues at all. Like no drop frames, no packet drops or anything. Yeah, it looks fine now. Yeah, all right. I just checked on Twitch now. It seems like it's doing okay. Yeah, it looks okay now. Yeah. Let's try something a little different now. So barrier ability. It's gonna override the whatchamacallit a bit. Oh well. Good. Rumor has it that dies. Internet is a liquor dog. Okay, cold clip is definitely better. I can actually like kind of kill along the way on the 85 and not feel like I'm like behind or too far behind. Again, this is a really good map, but still, like kill power in general has risen a lot. Victimize for sure. I mean, you can do CQC, but I do think that while CQC does give you a little more damage, I don't think the extra damage is worth the jumping in and jumping out that you got to do to maintain your Deadeye buff. So I feel like the extra work kind of going into that, you lose it on the other back end or whatever. So I just think Victimize flows a bit better. I need to test something. Nah, you wish to play some PoE too. Someone else actually said the same thing. Torben was going on just joining. Did I use a new Expo? I have already. I did all that yesterday. I did all the testing on that yesterday. It's got a lot of. I think the concept is cool, but it's got a lot of problems. Go Wolves. Okay, yeah, it's not happening. Okay. Alright, so yeah, it just overrides. I wish it didn't, because this would be a very nice buff for basic attacks, but it overrides instead of add to. So that's unfortunate. But literally there really isn't anything else though. Like you can like do here that matters. So if I do, because like all these like burst stuff happens around my character. So like if I do a cooldown here, yeah, the burst happens around my character. Like I'm not trying to be that close. This doesn't help because cooldown reduction doesn't work with this. So it's just a matter of you just jump, you know, doing nothing. That. I got accelerating chaos. I wonder if this goes well with this. Like, okay, well, it doesn't make me. Wait, what? What's happening? What's all this? What's what's all the extra this? Is that the well, I guess it is a random. Okay, so it literally just random that doing nothing at all. It's just there. Okay. Okay, but if the chaos burst hits, okay, I don't see any additional damage unless I have my. Do I have my white numbers off? I do. Okay, that's why I can't see it. Okay, hold on. Okay, I was wondering. Okay. Okay, that's coming from the chaos burst. Okay, so all right, so maybe the thing is actually working. I just don't know it's working because I literally have my white numbers off. Let's see something. Nope, it just doesn't work. All right, well, never mind. I tried to give it the benefit of the doubt. I really did. I guess we'll just do that then. That's all. That's all we got. What you guys saying? All right, cool. I'm glad. I always like to minimize the keep has a specific heart seeker morning in case he can see. Yeah, because then you can play at a distance. You can play at range. That's my favorite part of it. Like as you saw me do that the whole run, I was playing at a distance that entire time. Literally that entire time. All right, we're gonna experiment a little bit more. Let's I so want to do Word of Hakan so bad. It's funny, at the Word of Hakan's buff is actually the same buff as long as I keep distance as the Air Perdition. Too bad I can't use random rails in this though. I totally would. Yeah, so let's do Fist of Fate instead of Air Perdition, and then my movement speed will be like next to nothing. Yo, check out this movement speed right here, yo. We're moving. We're schmoving. I have to absolutely get movement speed elsewhere if I went this route. This dude's just trolling, man. No speed.
Father bless. What do you need? Not bad.
Can you wear the same unique? No, you cannot. Nope. They would not let you do that. They made sure we weren't able to do that.
That's worth the point.
I don't really care about the other stats there. I'm gonna just roll with it. Oh, that's right. I gotta do Shroud. Then this. There we go. And then we got what Sursa there.
Another time then.
Yeah, I think that's all I need. Oh yeah, I need to change skill stuff. I was gonna do remove this, and then probably actually I wouldn't put it here. Let's we need some movement speed, so starter step is probably the best place to get it. Or maybe haste. It's 5% for. I guess it's the same thing. All right. All right. Let's let's see how this feels. This should net me the most damage. Most like raw damage. At the cost of some serious movement speed. All right, let's see how this feels. Appreciate the follow. Terrible map. Yeah, actually, I can just kind of kill along the way. Ish. Okay, yeah. Chaos Pants, what are they though? Ooh. So bad. Okay. I actually kind of like this. I like keeping the shroud and air perdition. Although the shroud's still bugged though, so this probably wouldn't work in the main sense, but let's actually do some Infernal Hordes. Leading Pores Compass? Oh, can only be used in pre-torment. Okay, I see. Actually, how do I get? Let's go to do real quick. Actually, what board am I using? Oh, I got everything. Don't have though is materials. Infernal compasses. There we go. Oh, so we got magic, legendary, and rare. Okay. Let's go with the legendary, I guess. Be up on my stuffs. Maybe I'll save Force Rail for another day. So I have something else to do. Like a different stream. Oh, okay. Aether Goblins, okay. hate the Soul Spire change though. I heard about it. Summon Hellborn. Pretty sure this is what I'm gonna take here. Haven't seen any powers yet. Multiple pieces have 50% health, so I can only guess it's a new power. Yeah, it is a new power. Fundamental design flaw. It's kind of really the only way to really. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's really if it's the power's fault per se, as much as it is it being the only way to be able to cap armor and resistances right now with all the chaos uniques or whatever. I mean, you also can pair it with a new with another power too to kind of make it like really good. So there is that problem, but primarily is to be able to cap armor and resist cap without, because you kind of can't without it with all the, and use all the chaos uniques that you want. So now, if that power didn't exist, we'd be forced to like have one legendary piece somewhere or something. Which I mean, I'd be fine with too. I mean, I don't mind choices. Soul Spire spawn less often. I gotta take a boon just for them to spawn less often. That sounds bad. Yeah, this probably sounds a little bit better. We're making the Bathurst build. Well, I mean, this is Heartseeker. I write the build guide for Heartseeker every season. So yes. So far, it's definitely my favorite build to play on PTR. So far. Part of it is because there are things that just also don't work, but Heartseeker actually does feel good to play. Especially going victimized. Something that D4 is said, well, you get a choice instead of a mandatory one. Well, I mean that's honestly that's every action RPG though. They're gonna always be the best something. Something's gonna always be technically meta. And then once people find out what that meta is, then everyone's gonna wear or do or have that very thing. The question is at that point, is the meta fun? Is the thing that you're forced to do actually enjoyable to do or be around? That sounds kind of cool. Okay, I don't know what I'm. Okay. This is different. Okay. Hey, what's that thing around me? I have no idea what that is, but it looks cool. probably should have taken the top one, but oh well. I already started a stream my build for the PTR. No, not really, not yet. The macro planners are bugging out a little bit. But to be quite honest with you though, like I typically tend to not put so much emphasis on PTR planners because so much can change. So much can and will change between PTR and live. So like if someone was to hold on to a PTR planner of mine and they're like, oh, this is what I'm gonna play when, you know, when the season starts or whatever, more than likely you'll be disappointed in some way, shape, or form because it's gonna be different. PTR, like the patch notes from PTR to live is always so drastically different. Which is why I don't like do videos or anything like that. I don't like PTR stuff because it's like so much will change. However, I mean, continue to follow the channel and my guys on Maxroll as I always keep them updated. Like you'll always have an updated version of this, always. Trying to find out where all the goblins are. I'm just like shooting every direction. I ain't gonna lie, this actually is kind of cool. For the first time I played this actually is kind of cool. So all this pick up all this stuffs. Just trying to read all the like new stuff. Updated boons. We got, oh, chaotic offering again. I've already done these already. Let's do this one. Just to check out the new stuff. Freeze health, huh? The wolves really make this Infernal Hordes like doable for like what would normally be a single target skill ish. Wolves and Pangorger. What's this one? Let's do this one. Our secret back. I mean, depends on what you mean by that. Personally, Heartseeker is my favorite build to play right now on PTR for sure. Fun factor wise, AS tier. There could be a strong case for it being an A tier. I don't like to talk about tiers this early in the PTR because it's PTR and things will change. But there could be a case of it like, you know, reaching A tier. If they actually give us a Shard of Arathiel, I mean, you know, as a Chaos unique, then absolutely, for sure, A tier, no question. But like I said, it's PTR, so there's is that Farseeker? I mean, you can just play it. I promise you, your best friends, your credit score won't drop if you play a build that isn't meta or like top 2 or top 3 strongest build. Only time I would ever steer someone in a different direction is if you're trying to like push leaderboard, like third-party leaderboard pit. At that point, it's like, okay, you have one option, right? But past that point, it's like, play what you want. You know what I mean? I will say Heartseeker is more fun in PTR than in current. I'll put it that way. So if you enjoy Heartseeker in general, it's definitely more fun than it's more fun than it is in the current season. But it's only like a little stronger. But then again, like I said, it's PTR. Crossbow isn't what it needs to be. So who knows? Who knows what will happen? Oh wait. Okay, so I pick that and then I go here. Okay. Alright. Cool visual. Yeah, I never fought him before, so I don't know how this. Oh. Okay. Okay. I was like, I haven't fought him before, so I don't know if this works, and he just like dies. All right. So I do get. Okay, so I get 2 chaos armors for killing him. I definitely want to scroll restoration because I'm in like brick and stuff all night. So we'll just kind of grab a few. What do we get for chaos uniques though? We got flicker step, sky hunter. Terrible. We take this. What we get for the spoils? Okay, not bad. Alright, we get a prism. Oh, and we also get some more. No, those are the 2 I dropped. Alright, and then the rest of it we'll get for. Okay, not bad. So far, only 1 run of Infernal Horse, but I mean, I enjoy the changes. The boons feel better. I still hate the spires though. The spires still, like the fact that I need a boon to make spires feel kind of okay still feels awful. But everything else kind of felt mostly alright. Felt mostly fine. Have I had a chance to test other builds besides Heart Seeker, Death Trap? I don't play Death Trap because I don't like Death Trap. Other rogues have though so far. Death Trap is still in a decent position. Probably won't be the best build, but it'll still be good. It'll probably be like top 3, top 4, kind of like it was this current season. But like Death Trap doesn't really get any like anything new. Like it plays identical to the current season. So it's like nothing. It's not really anything interesting for Death Trap. The pool being bigger is interesting, but that's really about it. Yeah. But yeah, I've done all the crossbow stuff, like the crossbow stuff with like rapid fire, barrage, pin shot. So all the marksman stuff. I did all the basic skill stuff. Not doing poison trap because I'm not interested in that. Matthias did that though. He also did TB. TB's fine. Flurry's okay. A lot of powers are not working correctly, so it's kind of hard to really tell where things are gonna end up. So like, that's why I always tell people like that like PTR, like take anything you see in PTR with a grain of salt. That pin shot. Yeah. I mean, basically with the pin shot, rapid fire, and barrage are gonna all be relatively close to each other because they're gonna all be using the same exact mechanic from the Orphan Maker. And even if you don't do Orphan Maker, you'll still build all 3 of them the exact same way because of the way the Chaos Uniques works. So they'll all be kind of like, and within like a tier or 2. With Rapid Fire probably feeling the worst by far, just because of how clunky it is naturally. Like I said, with the way the Orphan Maker is right now, it's kind of hard to tell where any of the 3 marksman skills are going to end up. Because it needs a lot of quality of life. This new crossbow needs a lot of quality of life. And yeah, so we'll probably see a pretty huge rework with that going into live. Right now, we're kind of in the dark in terms of how that's going to really, which kind of makes grinding on PTR or playing on PTR feel a little weird because it's kind of like a lot of things are going to change. So it's like, how much of PTR do I actually really want to like grind or play? I think I might, if anything, I'm probably going to end up doing some bug testing to see why Orphan Maker feels underwhelming despite on paper seemingly like it's going to like, you know, hit extremely hard, but it doesn't do that. We'll do one of these. I want to see one of those chaos portals. Old school. Oh, so the argument, is it lacking? The mechanics are kind of hard to follow because it works a lot like Precision, where you cannot see the buff at all, so you don't know whether you're reloaded or not, and you can be using your damage on like the wrong skill. So it makes it extremely clunky to play and hard to kind of like know if you're on the right rotation or not. That's part of the problem. 2, the reload mechanic, the attack speed penalty is in my opinion a bit too harsh. So if you're used to like holding down one button and then killing everything, or anything of that resemblance, then you would hate the new crossbow because it's anything but. You have to like, it's like rotational based, combo point based sort of thing. and it's like hit and run. So the opposite of the typical standstill, hold down, right click play style. Which, in my opinion, I'm cool with because it gives us a different way of playing. So I don't mind it not being the same as everything else, but it definitely needs a lot of quality of life work and more damage for the amount of effort they want us to, do with the crossbow. So in the meantime, there really isn't much other reasoning to kind of really play test, other than like find bugs, make sure that no, it's not, they have to tweak it. I don't think it's really a maybe at this point. They're gonna have to tweak, make make a bit of tweaks. But I do like the concept, though. You're right. Like on paper, like I like the concept and what they were trying to do. Season 9 unique for Rogue. Was this hard? Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, we can't be going into season 10, with people not using that. Not using Orphan Maker either. I got a friend of the prisoner. Where? There he is. Oh really? I really don't care about that event. I'm just trying to get through the port. Don't leave me alone. Suicide unique. Oh, the artifact has a better visual look to it. That's so good. Ooh. All right. Okay. I'm cool with that. Magic Chaos Rift. Oh, the little powers that go along with it. Kind of neat. The Rogue BS tier season 10. I don't know. No one knows where any class is going to be going into season 10 based off of PTR. We can guess, but no one knows because the final patch notes will indicate a lot of different things. So when you look at PTR, honestly, you have to take a lot of things with a grain of salt and just look at the fact that this is, the concept of what they're going for with stuff. Where things will end up power-wise, no one really knows. Garan's key. Okay. Charger artifact. The only class. You ain't wrong. You are not wrong. Her Necro, of course, has a lot of buffs and seasonal powers. Does Rogue have anything similar? You mean like Rogue specific powers? You mean? There's an imbuement one with basic attacks, but you kind of can't use it because Cold Clip overrides it, which is very unfortunate. Hopefully they fix it, or they allow it to not, the Cold Clip to not override. The Cold Clip is just gonna be better than the imbuement power, unfortunately. Am I running Windows 11? Yeah. Wait, what just happened? Oh, this thing. Okay, cool. Yeah. But yeah, Rogue has one that's like, oh, there's also a hit and run one. That's actually kind of interesting, but it really plays off the crossbow. So if you're not using the crossbow, then there really is no reason to use the hit and run. You'll just use the beast cornered or whatever. Will just still be better. Which of back to the devs. I mean, I can give them feedback, yeah, but like, it doesn't mean they'll like take it or listen to it or care about it. But I can tell them all day, and I do give them feedback all the time. Hello, how's Rogue's been? Rogue's been honestly a little disappointing so far in terms of the new unique or whatever. However, I am having fun with some builds. I'm sad I can't build Rent of Arrows right now on PTR because it literally straight up doesn't work on PTR at all. So I don't know how strong it will end up being or remotely strong. It should be on paper because, Word of Hakan can go anywhere, which frees up the amulet slot, which is huge. But yeah, no way to test because Random Rails is broken. I'm like not paying attention to like killing things during the events. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention at all. Oh, I can at least get the 5. Okay, yeah, I got the 5. I feel like we've been getting this short end of the stick for some time now. When it comes to like pit pushing power, sure, that is true. That's very true. See, Harsey can hit him on 1 bill. Harsey gets hit him for a lot higher than 1 bill. Not that a lot higher than 1 bill is good, but no, I mean, what? Keep in mind too, I'm also like farming, so like I'm not even using my buffs or anything. I'm just one-shotting because the content doesn't require me to play fully bluff. At least this kind of content. But like during the pit though, like you'll see like 20, 30 bill hits or whatever from Heartseeker. Sork walk on water now. It is there. Season 9, according to the official leaderboard, was the weakest. Oh yeah, like I said, like I guess my thing is that like I don't live or die by pit leaderboards because I'm not the one that'll be pushing pits, and I find the content extremely boring and mostly pointless to do. So for me, I don't think about like what builds. Like for me personally, I don't think about a build that I want to play based off of content I'm not going to do. If that makes sense. And ironically enough, if you really think about it, 99.9% of players don't really actually push pit. Some of them might play pit, some of them might try to get a high pit clear or whatever, but they don't really actually push pits. But they want to build, they want to know that their build can go high, but they're probably they're not going to actually do the content itself. I don't blame them. I mean, pushing pits is a horrid experience, but yeah. But generally speaking, they just want to know and be able to tell their friends, hey, I'm playing a build that can do pit like 7,400, right? And it's like, yo, your build can do 7,400 pit level? I'm like, yes, sir, sure can. Are you, all right, so are you going to do pit 7,400? Nope, I am not going to do it. Why not? Because I don't like pushing pits. But my build can do it, though. And you best put some respect on my build, sir. Even though you don't need to play that build to do the content you're actually gonna play, but you do want to make sure everyone else know that your build is that strong. Until official leaderboards drop, then most will try to push. I don't think there'll be official leaderboards for pit. Pit's is an awful content for leaderboards, so I don't really see that happening personally. I could be wrong, but like that would be a very bad idea if they did that. So even if it was official, still a lot of people won't. Some people will try it until they realize what you have to do, like what you actually have to do to push, and then they'll be like, yeah, screw this. And then they will like not do it anymore. But yeah. Captain H-Boss, what's going on, man? How's current season? I don't too much like the current season. I stopped playing like maybe like 2 weeks into this. Powers are the powers this current season are boring, and everything on Rogue is basically Azarath, and to me that's boring. So I'm just like, you know what? Not interested. How's this build versus Belial? Well, lots of builds kill Belial. Really, Belial isn't really a metric really anymore. It's more of a T4 content, which a lot of builds kind of hang. Sucks. Yeah, I mean, but if you haven't played in a while, Captain Xbox, like if you haven't played in like a year or some change, it's worth checking out, right? Because there's a lot of quality of life to the game that you haven't played. But if you've been playing it season to season to season, then this season is going to feel pretty bland because you're kind of tired of the powers mechanic. So don't let how I feel about it change, push you away from trying it if you haven't played it in a while. Now if you play season 8 and you say, hey, how's season 9, I'd probably tell you don't bother, or probably not worth. But if you haven't played since like season 3 or something, then absolutely it's worth trying. But in all reality though, we do need better like metric content. Pit is just horrible. We do it because we have to, and people push because there's nothing else to do with their gear. But we need better metric. We need better content metric. Better ways to be able to test out gear. Pit is pretty awful at it at the high end. Like really bad at it at the high end. And no one wants to. Even the pushers don't want to push. And lots of good people who used to push don't do it anymore. They kind of quit the game primarily because they got tired of doing it. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else. I'll probably do Force Rail another day. Playing video game shit. We do have fun and not stress to the small aspect of the game. That means nothing at the end of the day. That's the reason why I don't do it. Like the thing about it is that I used to do a lot of pushing back in D3. So like, it's not that I don't understand it or that I don't know how to. I just don't want to do it because it's not fun. Bro. Yeah, Twist Blade. What about Twisting Blade? Twisting Blade seems to be doing okay. Shadowton, what's going on? Mr. E. Exactly, actually. Yeah, I'm just Blizzard fan. Nah, but yeah, Captain H boss. I mean, basically what I said. Like I said, if you haven't played in a while, it's worth. If you have been playing every season, I don't think season 9 is really worth. Personally, I don't think it's worth. But that's because you've done everything up until that point every single season, and you're kind of just tired of the redundancy in powers. But you haven't witnessed any powers yet, then it's like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool. I guess we're gonna read out to someone else. I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow. It just depends on whether my mouth still hurts after the dentist tomorrow. So if you don't see me tomorrow, you'll know why. Friday, we'll most likely pick back up and probably just do some Force for Arrow and maybe some melee stuff, I guess. Some flurry, twist and blaze. And then we'll like test for some bugs and figure out what the hell is really going on. Isn't that much? How's it going? It's going alright. Yeah, the cax. Appreciate it, Father. The song, yeah, it's actually no, not almost, it's not almost. We're gonna go to Bannock. I think I rated clip this yesterday, so we're gonna go to Bannock's. Actually, Bannock is not. He's actually not playing PTR. They will probably end up going back to clip this then, because I don't see any like literally anyone. Oh well, actually. I guess there's a lot of people who are also like preparing for Last Epoch tomorrow too as well. So like some of the blasters are like sleeping. So there is that. All right, we'll go to clip this. I mean, I know I went there yesterday, but clip this is cool. Nah, I can't find anyone else to like jump to. All right. What am I playing in between seasons? Honestly, I've been kind of touching grass a bit in the recent. I wasn't feeling well for like a good 2.5 weeks, and I was like touching grass, and in the meantime, trying to recuperate and stuff, and kind of forgot how that felt like to be honest. But when the PTR is done, though, I gotta figure out what I want to do at that point, because I don't want to play the current season at all unless we'll figure out what games to play. Do I run Windows 11? Yes, I do run Windows 11. Just because I knew they were gonna like quit support for Windows 10, and I guess just rather go ahead and go for the plunge. There's really no reason to be scared of Windows 11, but to me, I don't really use a lot of operating system features to begin with, so like I'm the person that doesn't really care. As long as I turn on my computer and I click on stuff and things open and close, I mean, I'm pretty happy, to be honest. To be honest with you. But yeah, enjoy clip this. I will see y'all most likely on Friday. And as always, till next time.